Hi guys, check out the weather here in Melbourne, Australia. We're having our hottest day of summer. I think that reads 39, close to 40. Yeah. So that's the temperature here under the plumeria, which I planted a couple of weeks ago. Remember the plant I shared from Bunnings? Yep. So this is plumeria weather that we're having currently. Definitely a lot different to winter here in Melbourne. So before the phone and watch overheat, that's the current temperature in the middle of the afternoon here in at Fruitopia, 36 Celsius. So that's around 100 Fahrenheit, guys, for your information. All right, let's do a walk around and see how long the gadgets can last in the heat. I just wanted to show you something which keeps the channel honest, right? That's why it's real life. Real life means you're gonna see how the plants really do when it's really hot. As you can see, that's the sorrel. It's not enjoying the heat, right? These are greens, and this has been watered, by the way, and it's struggling. The curry, look at the difference with the curry leaves in comparison. Not a problem, right? Curry, sorrel or sorrel, however you want to pronounce it, right? There's a big difference with the leaves in how they're coping with this mini heat wave. Well, it's not really a heat wave because it's only one day. So here's the coffee leaves. They can take the heat, even though this is an understory plant. No problem in the high 30s, right? So they tell you to plant this as an understory plant, but it's taking full sun at almost 110 Fahrenheit, no problem. Yeah, so, and of course the fig leaves, they're champions, right? I'm trying to stay in the shade so the phone doesn't die. The native Australian fig as well, the sandpaper, right? These are plants that won't be shared on YouTube on a hot day like today because either folks don't have these plants growing in Melbourne or they just don't want to deal with the heat. I don't mind the heat, guys. There's the native Australian tamarin, right? No problem. That's 7 to 8 meters high. The jujube, no problem. Citrus, no problem, right? They're tough as nails. Avocado, when it's young, no. See how I have it in the shade? This is the reed, and it's in a pot. The reed avocado, it was in the sun all morning when it was like in the 20s. But now that it's 36, 37, 38 Celsius, it's in the shade, mostly shade. So it's drooping, right? It's not happy, but it'll make it. The wampy behind it, that one, no problem. The white sapote, the Subel, not a problem. These guys are incredible. So tough. They can take heavy frost, heat waves, drought, and flood, and wind, everything. The white sapote, everyone should have a white sapote. The phone is overheating. In only 5 minutes, I can't hold the phone anymore. It's like holding a hot iron coal. The Native American pawpaw is hanging in there. It's doing okay. That unlike hot sun when they're young, but he's doing okay at 3 years of age. Established Avocado, no problem in direct sun, no problem at all. They can take 45 Celsius in direct sun when it's hot, because the tree is over 10 years old. The little star apple here, he's doing fine. He gets a lot of shade, part sun, but mostly shade. That's the jamun, the jambulan. Not a problem, not a problem, guys. In full sun, in the hot. Jabuticaba, no problem. Not a problem, and there's a fruit coming there. On the jabo, again, it's growing on the outside. It's strange. Yeah, the phone will switch off. I can feel it at any moment. So no problem with the jabo. No problem with the wampy, as I said, another wampy. The dragon fruit is getting a lot of shade now at this time of the day. They don't like a lot of hot sun. They prefer a bit of shade. The green sapote, it's getting mostly shade, so no complaints there from the green sapote, right? Pomelo, as I said, citrus, no problem. The lychee, no problem. It's getting mostly shade, a little bit of sun in the afternoon, no problem. Cherry moya, absolutely no problem, but that's getting mostly shaded, not sun, just a little bit of sun. I think most of the sun is on the other side over here. Bananas, no problem, as long as they've got some water. The new lucuma, the yellow mangosteen and the sugar apple, they're mostly shaded. They're getting a little dappled light, as you can see here on the lucuma, right? Dappled light. The sugar apple, almost no sun at all. Look at it, right? This probably gets 10 or 20 minutes of sun a day. Hardly any sun at all. Look at him. See how heat-loving plants prefer shade when they're young? It's different when they're 10 years old, guys. When these are 10 years old, you can put a flame torch on it and it's fine. But when it's a baby like this, forget it. Can't take the sun. The same with the yellow mangosteen, right? Dappled light. Of course, the ice cream bean, no problem. Bananas, no problem, as I said. The Malabar chestnut, at this age, he's appreciating all the shade he's getting, right? Shaded. The guava loves the sun, no problem. This is the pink Hawaiian. It's 4 meters tall. Yeah, everything's looking good. Let's go in there where I put a lot of tropicals back in spring. Starfruit, carambola, they prefer shade, but it's getting full sun. Still waiting for flowers, right? This is a 11-year-old starfruit tree. Still waiting for flowers. There's the fig, no problem. Tangelo, no problem. Kumquat, no problem. Loquat, no problem. Right, lime tree. The fuerte avocado is getting mostly shade. This fuerte is mostly shaded. It's going to get late afternoon sun though. The Monstera deliciosa has to have shade. You can't put this in full sun. On a day like today, this Monstera would be cooked like an egg. You wouldn't have these beautiful leaves. These are definitely understory plants, right? But you guys know that already. Black sapote can take full sun, and it also appreciates full shade. Here it's getting dappled light. Canistel, a young canistel, full shade, no problem. A young Rillinia. Rillinia prefers full sun, but it's getting mostly shade here. Yellow jaboticaba prefers actually a mix of both sun and shade, but these are young. This one here isn't doing as well as that one. That's why I planted 2 of them, the yellow jaboticabas. Pepino prefers dappled light, because if it gets full sun, this is what happens to pepino when it's in full sun and doesn't get watered. I never water them, right? I never water the pepino, so they prefer shade. Bananas, as I said, no problem. Jerusalem artichoke, or what do you call them in America? Gee, I forget. They sulk a little bit, as does the yacon. Lemons, of course, okay. Let's go over to the golden soursop. He's really appreciating the shade. Can you see that? Right? He's getting dappled light only. The mulberry loves full sun, true champion. But in this location, he's getting mostly shade. Right? This is a chop and drop mulberry. Over there is the Key West Mamey, the one there with the pink tag. Right? He's still shooting out new leaves. It's a very slow process. He better hurry up because summer's finished next month. This guy here, right? He's got like 5 leaves. You better move it. You better move along, dude. The ginger, of course, loves heat. That's the Myoga ginger. So yeah, this is very protected in here, thanks to the ice cream bean and the lemon tree and the bananas. This is a great location to plant anything tropical, right? Yeah, dappled light only, no direct scorch. Let's check out the temperature under the ice cream bean. Surprised the phone hasn't turned off yet. Temperature is 35? 35 in the shade. Maybe 35.5 Celsius. So it's pretty hot. I love it. In the shade actually feels very comfortable. It feels like 25. Doesn't feel hot at all. Once you go out there into the sun, out there, that's when that's when you feel 35. Another recent black sapote that I planted about a month ago, the free gift from Dailies. I've got another one in the front. Both of them are doing great. Look at that. Look at this, man. Full sun, young tender leaves, and they're saying yum, yum. Well, guess what? If I had a different tropical here, it wouldn't be saying yum. It would be, these would be turning into what do you call them? Into ash. I had to move out of the sun because the phone again is getting hot. There's another North American pawpaw, lemon, right? No problem. Cherry, traditional European cherry, no problem, right? 2 cherry trees here. I use them as ornamental these days. I don't bother with the fruit. Birds can have them. The macadamia, no problem. It's mostly in the shade, except for the tops. The tops of the tree are in full sun. But in here, guys, same with the loquat. It's a microclimate, very cool indeed. Ornamental ginger, no problem. Plum trees, no problem. Right? Another black sapote, no problem. Hang on. Okay. Black sapote, no problem. This is getting full sun and dappled light. Volunteer tomato just came up. I just thought I'd leave it because it's given us a whole stack of tomatoes. Why not? Rollinia, no problem. Right? No problem, in full sun. Cucumbers are sulking. Right? That's a sulky look, even though they got watered this morning. There's the Jerusalem artichoke again. I got a lot of it back here. I'm trying to think of the name in America. They call it oh geez, I use a different word there. Oh, it's not coming to me. Anyway, so look how perky the bananas are in 30, what did I say? 30, 39, 40 Celsius in the sun. Perky, it doesn't get perkier than that, guys. Bananas love heat. This flat persimmon perking up and getting a new leader. Tree lettuce loves the heat. It's perky. Starfruit a little sulky. This is a young starfruit. The Cape gooseberry sulking. That's to be expected. Green sapote champion, no problem. Another macadamia, no problem. Very perky in the heat. Now I'm in the full sun. Pomegranate. Look at that. Look at the pomegranate. Very happy in the hot sun. There's the bananas. No problem. Give us more heat. Give us more sun. Another, that's the Angela. Mulberry, no problem. Perky. Perky. Trying to go in the shade. Right? That one there. The Rollinia, sulking a little bit of a sulk. But overall, doing okay. He'll come good tonight. The what's it called again? The Kwai Muk. The Kwai Muk is happy, although these prefer shade. These are understory. But look, he's taken the 40 Celsius sun, no problem, like a champion. Sapodia, no problem, right? Even the young tender leaf here on the Sapodia. Look, that red leaf, so nice and juicy, no problem. Where there is a problem though is the potatoes. The potatoes in the ground, look, they're goners. Potatoes in the grow bags, no problem. See? Because the ones in the ground, I don't water them. I only water the ones in the ground. See the difference? Perky, dead. I don't water those. I give them straw, but I'm not going to do anything else. Sweet potato in the grow bags, sulking. These are sulking, right? But they're okay. They'll be fine. By tonight, by 7 p.m., they'll be happy again. The ice cream bean seedlings. Okay, the camera overheated and switched off. I was saying that the ice cream bean seedlings are in the shade and they're hanging in there, just hanging in there. Oh, we have a casualty. Possums are eating the Hass avocados. You know what I did? I pulled off all the worts from the tree a couple of days ago because they were eating the worts avocados, right? And he's peed off. He's mad at me, so now he's jumped over to the Hass. Wow, they don't normally touch the Hass tree, but damn you, possums. Yeah, I took away every worts. There was about 25, maybe 30, and all that's left on here now are the young fruit for next year, right? I can't eat those. They're too small and too hard. These ones. Yep, guys. If it's not the heat, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. Damn. All right, that got in my flow. Then I'll continue. More sweet potatoes here and taro. You can see the taro. I never watered the taro, so that's why it's looking like that. The apple tree is doing fine. Look how perky the apple is, and I haven't watered the apple in a week. Nice and look at the mulberry. Wow, mulberry's a champion. Choco's sulking. That's a sook. That's what a sook looks like. Choco's a sook. Look at the mulberry in comparison. All right, guys. We're gonna be going to the beach tonight. We're gonna wait for it to cool down though. I don't like going when it's this hot because there's nowhere to sit. It's packed. There's too many people. I don't like going to the beach. I don't like going anywhere where there's too many people. It's not fun, right? It's not fun, guys. It's like being in my garden here with 300 people around me, like weaving in and out of people at Fruitopia. That wouldn't be any fun either. I'd want to leave. But there are people that enjoy crowds. I think I was like that when I was young. Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked crowds. But you get sick of crowds, man, after so many decades. It's like, okay, I've had enough. Where's the cancel button? Cancel me out of that, right? All right, let's go to the front yard and let's see what's cooking. Literally what's cooking in the front. Before we do that, check out the ginger here in the banana circle. Right? Look. Yeah. Guess who's going to be the champion? It's a no-brainer who's going to be the champion here. Let's see who the champion is when it comes to hot sun. Who's going to be the winner? And the winner is the mango. Wow. Well, he's not the number one on the scale. There's other plants that can take the sun even more than the mango, but the mango is up there, right, as a champ. And the jackfruit, well, this is a young jackfruit. It also depends on the age, guys, right? This is only a 3-year-old jackfruit. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's got a lot of new growth now that the heat has arrived. They like heat. Now, direct sun and heat are two different things. It's not the same. It's like comparing frost with cold. They're not the same either. All right. See, these are out in direct sun all afternoon. Actually, from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening. 12 hours of burning sun. And I see a lot of erect vegetables, namely the okra. See the okra? Champion. Silver beet? So-so. That's chard. Bananas? Perky. Getting smashed by the hot window. See how the leaves are smashed? I can't do anything about that, guys. They're in a direct line of fire. If it's not the heat, it's the wind. If it's not the wind, it's drought, no rain. I watered these last night, these bananas. Yeah. So overall, though, I reckon everything's looking great. But remember, guys, we've only had 1 day of heat, real heat. When I say heat, heat means over 30 or over 28. We've had about 5 days over 28, but only 1 day today over 33. Right? You saw what it was. Let me show you again in case you weren't watching. If the watch doesn't die. What does it say? 37. 37, guys. We've only had 1 day of 37 all summer. And today's that day. And the next 7 days here in Melbourne, it's going to be 22. 22, 23. Spring weather. We're going to go back into spring for a whole week. And that's the beauty, guys. Another reason why Melbourne is the most livable city, not only in Australia, but in the whole world. Right? So, as Melbourne cools off and goes back to spring weather, the rest of Australia is going to keep frying, keep burning, keep melting. By the way, I planted one of the wax jambus or rose apple. One of my friends said that I didn't get rose apples at all. They were wax jambus, is what he said. And he knows his stuff. So anyway, whatever it is, I put it in the ground. And he loves the heat. Another wonderful change that happened this past week is the Florigon mango. Finally pushed that growth that it was teasing me with for the last 2 months. See that? It's taken 8 weeks for those buds to push forward. Wow, 8 weeks, man. It's because we didn't have a real summer. We didn't have a real summer in Melbourne until February. Yeah. So they need heat. Mangoes need heat. They don't fool around. All right. Oh, and I planted one of the 2 new KP seedlings that I got from Garden World last week. I put him where the dead abu was. See him? And he's loving the 37 Celsius. Newly planted. He's only been in the ground 3 days. And he's taking every bit of that 37 Celsius in direct hot sun with gratitude. Look. Look at that. Look. No problem, guys. He's taking that unbearably hot heat wave today like a true champion. Yeah, just like the blood orange is, the citrus, right? And as for the remaining abu, I've got him protected by all these little bananas and white sapote seedling as buffers from the sun. See how he's in the shade? He's only getting dappled light. He can't take 37 Celsius. No way. Because he's not like a citrus tree or a mango, right? Or a persimmon or a guava. Look at the guava. This is the Mexican cream. He's got his arms completely open and he's taking the sun with his arms open. Look, arms wide open. Give me all that 37-degree sun without any protection. The opposite of a sook is that. Okay, soursop. Soursop is appreciating these plum trees, giving him protection from the sun. That's why I left the plum trees untrimmed. I'm gonna cut these plum trees in half once the last high temperatures have gone from Melbourne, which is usually the end of February or early March. Only then will I give them a trim, these trees, because the sun, guys, is over here all day, and now it's right there. Now it's right up there and giving dappled light to the soursop. If I didn't have these plum trees here, this soursop would not have made it. Right? Look at this new leaf that just came. Remember, guys, we don't have humidity here. There's no humidity in Melbourne. Well, we had humidity this summer because that was a freak summer. Right? That was a freak summer. But I tell you what, there's no humidity today. My sapote, he's getting full sun. And that's why he's yellow and not green. Dry heat. He wants humidity. He's not getting any humidity. That's why he's drying out. Sapodia, he's taking the heat, no problem. The young leaves here, no problem. But remember, he's getting protected from this plum tree. Canistel, sulking right now a little bit. But this morning he was perky, he was like that. The leaves were up like that. By tomorrow he'll be perky again. That's the canistel that fully recovered from his funk. If you go back and see him in November, December, January, he was really bad news. I thought I was going to lose him. Yeah, so protection from the sun using these bananas and these plums. Jackfruit, the young jackfruit, right? The black gold. He gets morning sun, but now in the afternoon, he's protected by the bananas. Papaya, dappled light, he's happy. The shepherd avocado and the bacon avocado, they're doing fine. Even though it's very hot for them, you can see the new growth at the top is sulking. Look, see how it's sulking? The tips, the top, they're crying. They don't like 37, 38 Celsius, right? But guys, they'll make it. They'll make it through because 90% of the tree is in the shade, thanks to the plum. right? That's why I left the plums alone. My little microclimate, thanks to bananas and plums. It's the only way that the avocados, the young avocados, and all these tropical sooks will make it through, because we don't have humidity. I keep repeating myself. In Sydney, they're complaining about all the humidity. In Queensland, they're complaining about the humidity. We don't have humidity here in Melbourne, right? So I need to use plan B. Plan B is shade. Shade. Because it's dry. It's dry down here, guys. This is all dry. It's like that, right? Like a human gasping with a dry mouth. Even the papaya is sulking. Look. Papaya loves the heat. He's not getting any humidity. But again, by sunset, he'll fully recover when the sun's gone. And that's it, guys. That's today's video on how the plants are doing on this mini heat wave in Melbourne, Australia, in the middle of summer. Well, now we're in late summer. Look at the young tender growth on the white sapote, taking the heat like a true champion, unlike the avocado. Unlike the avocado. See the difference between the avocado and the white sapote tender new growth? I'm showing you guys. This has all been documented. It's not my opinion. This is not opinion based, this video. These are facts for those who are growing tropical fruit trees in a cool to warm temperate climate, such as this one. There's the other gift from Dailies. The young black sapote seedling I planted 2 weeks ago. He's getting dappled light, but he can take full sun. You saw that other black sapote here. Look at it. Look at that. All day full sun. So take note, write down on your little notepad before you start your garden on where to place your trees. Placement. There's the Paxton Prolific. No problem. Full sun champion. Right? And there's the other custard apple I have. He's getting shade most of the day. And he's happy too. So shade, mostly shade, or full sun. Custard apple is happy. But that's a young tree, right? He's only like 2 years old. That's the Hillary White. All right, I think I've covered almost everything, guys. I can't think of anything else. Pomelo, no problem. White sapote, no problem. Grumichama, no problem. Wow, Grumichama loves the heat, loves the hot sun. The yellow cherry guava or lemon guava, no problem. Passion fruit, no problem. Yeah. And that's it, guys. We are going to the beach in a couple of hours. Once it cools down, there'll be a lot less people. There's the Barbados cherry or acerola. Saw a flower on here the other day. Where'd you go, mate? Where'd you go? You dropped off? They come and they go. Well, he should be happy. They're sun lovers, big time. These acerolas. Phone's overheating again. Gonna lose you guys, so I better finish it off. This is not good. That's the Manila mango sulking. Sulking. And I drenched him last night. This is very strange. Yeah, I drowned him last night in water. I wonder why he's sulking. That's unlike a mango to sulk. Wow. Look at the Kensington Pride. It's not sulking at all. Right? See the difference? Alright guys, that's it. Interesting, huh? What you learn when you compare plant with plant. Very interesting. Hope it comes good tonight after the sunset. No problem with the Glen leaves. It's all perspective, guys. He's getting ready to shoot out a banana flower, a blossom. That's the banana that's coming down. I've decided to pull down the banana, guys, and plant the other wax jambu in its place. Thanks for watching. Over and out.